Hello everyone. So today I'm going to tell you guys about all the videos that I plan to make this year for 2024, as well as this month in general. So pretty much, like I said, I figured I mentioned that. So pretty much, pretty much, So without further ado, let's start talking about them, shall we? So the first thing I should mention is that the first thing that I'll be talking about is, well, pretty much, let's talk about some redubs that I planned. So pretty much, So pretty much, like I said, so on screen in just a bit here, you'll see a bunch of the redubs that I planned. So pretty much, like I said, I figured I mentioned that. So pretty much, So without further ado, here are the redubs that I planned. So pretty much, So you'll see the names of each of them right now. So pretty much, As you can see on screen, here's all the redubs that I've planned. And if you notice, a majority of them are Thomas related, and some of them are non-Thomas related, I should say, if you can see. Also, if you notice that some of the ones I planned are Diesel D199 ones, I should say. Now, one thing I should mention is that the Diesel D199 redubs that I planned, since unfortunately I'm not able to make them the way I expected to, or the way I planned to, of course, I decided to do things differently, since I decided to film them. I decided to either film them myself or ask my friends if they could help me with them, since one of my friends in particular agreed to help me with the Diesel D199 redubs. That's what I mean. So pretty much all the Diesel D199 redubs I plan to make this year, I plan to do that way. I plan to either film them myself or ask one of my friends to help. But pretty much, So I figured I'd mention that. So as you can see, that was all the redubs. That's all the redubs that I planned. And of course, as this year goes on, I'll be making more redubs and announcing more. So pretty much, And the good news is that a lot of these redubs I'm already having. What I'm trying to say is that the good news is that a lot of these redubs are already in production, which is good. So pretty much, But it's gonna take a while to get them finished. So pretty much, I figured I mentioned that. So pretty much, That's all I wanted to say about the redubs for now. So pretty much, So now let's move on to something else, shall we? So pretty much, As you can see, that was all the redubs that I planned so far, and pretty much, So I just figured I'd mention that. So like I said, hope you guys are ready for those, and pretty much, So now without further ado, let's move on to something else. So the next thing we'll talk about is movies. So these are all the movies and short films that I planned. Now, as the year goes on, I'm not sure if I'll announce any more of these or so, but I do plan to make announcement videos for a lot of these movies, since some of these movies I don't think I made announcements for just yet. So pretty much, So as you'll see on screen in just a bit here, you'll be seeing them. Pretty much what I'm trying to say is that you'll be seeing the names of the movies, and pretty much, So now without further ado, as you'll see on screen, here are the names of the movies. So here we go right now. So pretty much, Like I said, without further ado, let me read off the list of movies that I planned. But technically, you can see on screen what all the movies that I planned. But I figured I mentioned that. So, like I said, but also be reading it off for you guys. Even though I didn't read off the redubs that I planned, I just kind of mentioned some of them. But for these movies, I'll read them off. Now, if you could tell, that's pretty much a lot of movies that I planned. But the good thing for you guys and the good thing for me is that a lot of these movies, the scripts are already in production, and some of the scripts I already have done. So that's a good thing. So that's a good part. That's a good thing on my end. So I figured to mention that. So anyways, without further ado, let me just read off these movies. So pretty much the movies and short films that I plan to make this year are the 2v2s, the Steam Team movie, Random Time Shenanigans the movie, Random Time Shenanigans the movie 2, The Saviors 2, Thomas and the Magic Road 2, which is basically my own version of Thomas and the Magic Road. Also, that one in particular, I'm not really sure if I'll be able to get done this year, but we'll see. This next movie, I'm not really sure about if I'll be able to get done either, and that movie being Missy Allen Rescue Rewrite. This one I'm not really sure about if I'll be able to get done or not, but we'll see. Anyways, the next one is War on the Island of Sodor. Then we have Boko Search and Boko Search 2, Lost on the Mainland. I'm sorry, The Lost Engine, I meant to say. My bad, sorry about that. I was getting my movies mixed up. But anyways, next up here we have is Sodor, The Dark World. Now these next two movies I'm not really sure about if I'll be able to get done either. Them being The Mean Killer Pumpkin and The Mean Killer Pumpkin 2. Basically the plot of these movies is there's basically a pumpkin engine, you could say. And that's pretty much what the plot of the movie is. Anyways, moving on. Now here are the other movies I planned. Pretty much these are the rest of the movies I planned. So them being Jordan's Origin, sort of follow the movie 2, Beware the Beast, Beware the Slenders. Now this next movie I'm not really sure if I'll be able to get done or not either, but that being Bert's Adventure at Freddy's. This one will be kind of difficult, so this one I'm not really sure about, but anyways, moving on. Next up we have The Drill Engine, Spooky Shenanigans 2, Diesel 10 Means Trouble, my version. Then we got The Love Story, Mainland Fallout, the movie, Justin's Journey Beyond Sodor, Justin's Journey Beyond Sodor 2, Taking Trains and Making Trouble, The Stephanie and Stanley Story, Stephanie and Stanley Story 2, The Story of Justin, The Abominable Snow Engine, Dane's Past, The Alyssa Movie, Eagles Landing 2, The Paxton Movie, The Sydney Movie, The Norman Movie, The Three Friendly Diesels, which if you can't already tell, basically the Three Friendly Diesels it's basically a movie about Paxton, Sydney, and Norman all together, so pretty much, yeah. Anyways, next up here we have is Jordan and Justin, Rock Me Like a Hurricane, Stephen Pride, The Silvers, Dane and Daniel, and this next one I'm not really sure if I'll be able to get done either, and that is Thomas and the Yellow Submarine. So pretty much, yeah. So I figured I'd mention that. So anyways, like I said, these next movies, like I said, what I'm trying to say is that these next two movies are, like I said, The Drill Engine 2, and these next four movies I should mention, that's what I meant to say. These next four movies, I'm not really sure if I'll be able to get done either, and that is Choo Choo Charles the movie 2, 10 Cents and the Magic River, and 10 Cents and the Magic River 2. Basically, Choo Choo Charles the movie, pretty much I probably won't be able to get that one either, since, currently right now, I haven't made a Choo Choo Charles model, or a model of the yellow train from the game, and for 10 Cents in the Magic River, I would have to make all the Tugs characters, and right now this is going to be a bit of a problem for me too, so pretty much, yeah. And of course, if you couldn't already tell, 10 Cents in the Magic River is basically Thomas and the Magic River parody. Anyways, the final two movies I plan to make this year are Bluebells Forever and The Brave Blue Locomotive, which if you can't already tell, The Brave Blue Locomotive is a parody of The Brave Locomotive, as well as a mix of The Little Engine That Could. So pretty much, yeah. And of course, the final movie I plan to make this year is Left Behind 2, Lost on the Mainland, which of course I had planned to make that movie last year for Christmas, but unfortunately that's one Christmas movie I wasn't able to make on, so pretty much, yeah. Well, technically I'll be getting 2 Christmas movies this year, hopefully. We'll just see when that happens, but anyways, yeah. That's pretty much all the movies I planned, so pretty much, yeah. So in total for this year, you'll be getting 52 movies. Now, is that a lot? Yes, it is, but I'm gonna try my best. And to be fair though, not all of them are like big movies. Like I said, some of them are short films, which is kind of better, I guess. But still, either way. But like I mentioned before, the good news is that a lot of these scripts I already have done, and a lot of them are in production, so that's good. So pretty much, yeah. So I figured I mentioned that. So yeah. So pretty much, yeah. That's pretty much all I wanted to say about the movies. So yeah. So pretty much, yeah. So now, without further ado, let's move on to something else, shall we? So yeah, so with that was pretty much all the movies and short films that I planned. So pretty much, yeah. Now, let's just move on to other things that I want to talk about. So, pretty much the final things I want to talk about is I do have a bunch of series plans. A lot of my series that I plan to make, pretty much what I'm trying to say is that for a lot of the things I plan to do this year are mainly series as well, but unfortunately for the time being right now, I can't really remember all the series I planned. I remember a couple of them, but besides that, I don't really know. So pretty much yeah. But pretty much yeah. But that's another thing you can expect to see is a lot of my series I plan to continue this year. So pretty much yeah. Anyways, last but not least, the final things I'll talk about. The final main things I'll talk about in this video are I actually have a bunch of other videos planned. Them being, of course, redubs I mentioned. I also plan to continue reactions this year. I plan to do movies and series, of course. I mentioned that. I also plan to do more Among Us videos this year, as well as more gaming videos, Soda Races, and Friday Night Funkin' Thomas version. I plan to bring back villain defeats and hero deaths. I plan to continue. Announcements, of course. I plan to continue those. Updates, I plan to do, of course. Upcoming projects, as well as upcoming redubs that I plan to do. Characters available for videos, I plan to do those. More collections, I plan to do. I plan to do 3 more Q&As this year. Shout out Saturdays and Sundays, as well as one big shout out video at the end of the year. I plan to make sorry, I already mentioned about Q&As. My bad, sorry. And then intros and outros I plan to make, as well as I plan to continue unboxings as well as reviews this year. Meme videos I plan to make. YTPs I plan to try to make more of them, as well as random videos in general. So pretty much yeah. Anyways, I also plan to continue Thomas and Friends rap battles, as well as, well, make my own rap battles. I'm going to try my best to do those, so pretty much yeah. So with that, that's pretty much been all the videos I plan to make this year. And then the final things I'll mention is that this year is actually my 10-year video. This year is actually my 10-year anniversary on YouTube, which I'm actually pretty surprised about that, since I'm surprised that we got this far. And I just want to say thank you all so much for you guys, since without you guys I wouldn't be able to make these videos, since without your support, that's what I'm able to do. And pretty much yeah. So pretty much yeah, I figured I mentioned that. So yeah, so that's another thing you can expect to see this year is my 10-year video, and as well as a couple other things I plan to do for my 10-year videos. I plan to do a couple other 10-year videos, but of course you'll have to wait and see when that time comes, since that time comes, pretty much when that time comes, it's actually, well, since I joined YouTube on Valentine's Day, so that's the day I'll make my 10-year video. So pretty much yeah, that's what I meant to say. So yeah, so pretty much yeah. So pretty much yeah, like I said. So that's pretty much all the things I want to talk about. So yeah, so hope you guys are ready for everything I plan to do this year. The main things I'll focus on definitely are the movies, redubs, as well as the series I planned, and I plan to focus on my 10-year videos when that time comes. So pretty much yeah. So overall, I have a bunch of things planned this year, and that's my goal. My goal is to not give up, and my goal is to pull through and get all these things done, no matter what it takes. I'm not gonna give up on you guys, and I'm not gonna give up, and I'm gonna focus all my time as much as I can into these movies, as well as a bunch of other things. But pretty much yeah. So hope you guys are ready for that. And yeah. Anyways, yeah. The final 3 things I want to mention is that first thing is that I'm sorry if I accidentally got my words mixed up, and second thing is I'm sorry if I accidentally said something better mistake. Anyways, yeah. Last but not least, the final thing I want to mention is that I'm sorry for how long this video is. Like I said, I did not expect this video to be this long, but pretty much yeah. But that's pretty much all I'm saying. Anyways, yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good one. Bye.